There's this one core truth about life that a lot of us spend years, maybe even decades, just struggling to figure out. It's a single realization that once it clicks, can completely change how you look at every single challenge and every single success. It's really the key to understanding the only battle that truly matters.
And that right there, that's the whole idea we're going to dig into. The fight isn't about what the world is doing to you. It's about the world you are actively building inside of you. Really getting this one shift in perspective, well, it's the foundation for everything else that comes next.
So, okay, where does this battle actually happen? Well, for most of us, our default setting is to look outward, right? When things go wrong, we point fingers at our situation, at our boss, at other people, or just plain old bad luck.
And this lays it all out perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got a life of just reacting to things, blaming the world. But on the other side, you have a life of creation. That's when you realize your choices, your thoughts, and your actions are literally the seeds of your own reality. Real growth, it only begins when you stop blaming everything out there and start taking care of your own inner garden. Now, this leads us to an idea that can be a little tough to swallow, but it's so important. When it feels like life is falling apart, our first instinct is to think we're being punished. But what if that's not it at all? What if all that disruption isn't just chaos? What if it actually has a purpose?
See, this totally reframes destruction as preparation. Think about it like this. You can't build a strong, new house on a cracked, shaky foundation. You have to demolish the old one first. And yeah, that process feels chaotic, it feels destructive, but it's the only way to clear the space to build something better, something that's actually built to last. Let's be honest, this is the question that pops into our heads almost instantly, right? Why is this happening to me? It comes from a place of feeling helpless, like a victim. It just assumes that we're passive bystanders to life's random and often cruel events.
But this is the game changer. Moving from why me to what is this trying to teach me is a huge, huge leap. This new question takes all the power back. It works from the assumption that there's a lesson here. There's a strength to be found. And maybe, just maybe, a new path is being shown to you, even in the middle of the storm.
So how in the world do we actually navigate this inner battle on a day-to-day basis? Well, a really powerful way to think about it is with this metaphor of two voices. Two voices inside each of us that are constantly fighting for our attention and our energy.
So on one hand, you've got the voice of fear. This one is fueled by stuff like anger, ego, resentment, and negativity. It's the voice that pushes you towards chaos and knee-jerk reactions. But then, on the other side, there's the voice of purpose. This one is all about discipline, compassion, patience, and clarity. It's the one that guides you toward real growth. And here's the thing, we all have both.
And it all boils down to this one simple but incredibly powerful question. It's not about which voice you have inside you. It's about which one you are actively choosing to feed. Because whichever one you feed is the one that gets stronger.
And how do we feed them? Oh, it happens all day, every day. It's in the tiny choices we make, the thoughts we allow to stick around, the way we choose to react to a frustrating situation, and the habits we repeat without even thinking. Every single one is like a little vote, making one voice stronger and the other one weaker. The crazy thing is you don't start by trying to fight it. You start by just watching. Simply becoming aware of your thoughts without judging them is the most powerful first step you can take. Just notice it. Notice when your mind drifts towards resentment or ego. That awareness, that little bit of space, that is what gives you the power to choose something different.
All right, so this is where it all comes together. The ultimate goal, the real prize for winning this inner battle. It's not about being able to control the world around you. It's about achieving the kind of freedom that only comes from mastering the world within you.
So the path is pretty simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It all starts with observation, with just noticing. From there, you can start to consciously choose better actions. And over time, as you keep making those better choices, you literally start to weaken those old destructive habits, and you build the muscle of self-control.
And look, let's be really clear about something. The goal here isn't to become some kind of robot who never feels anger or fear again. Not at all. It's about recognizing those feelings when they show up and deciding, you know what, you don't get to drive today. That's the daily practice. That's what it means to become conscious. When you start to get this right, something truly incredible happens. Your inner peace stops being this fragile thing that can be shattered by a bad day at work or what someone else thinks about you. It becomes a stable foundation, something solid inside of you. And your sense of direction? It's no longer hijacked by the temporary storms of anger or frustration or doubt. You can actually hold a steady course and stay focused on what really matters to you, no matter how the emotional weather changes from day to day.
And this is the real payoff. Clarity. The ability to see your path clearly and to walk it with confidence, because you're generating your strength from the inside out. Now that is what true freedom feels like.
Now, this doesn't mean that life suddenly becomes easy or that challenges magically disappear. They won't, but their purpose changes. They stop being these giant obstacles that are there to break you, and instead they become tools. Tools that shape you, that refine your character, and that ultimately make you stronger.
So, we end with the most important question of all. It really isn't about what life throws at you. The real question is, with every choice you make and every reaction you have, what are you choosing to become? Because that battle within, it never really stops. And every single moment is a new chance to build the person you were truly meant to be.